I feel very devoid of a fear that I've carried so closely with me my whole life.
Ooh. What?
I mean, it bled into everything.
What fear?
Hard to give it a name, but I guess the feeling is maybe even harder to describe. It's the fear of getting in trouble.
With who? For what? Like social media trouble? Is what we were talking about? Mm-hmm.
It's much like if I was to go in micro, I don't know if I can even name a person, place, or thing that holds that power anymore. Throughout my life, I could have identified who I was or who or what I was afraid of getting in trouble, but it is a feeling that I've had in me most of my life, probably as long as I can remember being on this planet.
But don't you have to like?
And it's gone.
But don't you have to ask yourself, what kind of trouble? Like, what am I really afraid of? What is this trouble? Because I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what trouble and what would be the repercussions from getting into this type of trouble?
Well, in some ways I could think, okay, when you get institutionalized when you're 13 years old, that's a big form of being in trouble.
That is taking detention to another level. Yes,
and I wasn't
I would
like
agree.
in a nice place. I was in a really rough place for almost 2 years, and then got emancipated when I was 14.
So you were in the nut house.
Yes, very much so.
And who were the nuts around you? Were they truly nuts?
The adults were, because there was an adult ward.
Right.
So you can picture.
Were you with them?
We were integrated with them. Yeah, absolutely.
There were other people your age.
And then there was a youth program also, and we all were living amongst each other.
They mixed the youth with the adults?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a small place, so you're in the hallway with everybody, and in the great room.
Did you have
great room?
Did you have your own room?
Nope. I had 3 beds to a room with adjoining bathroom, so really 6 girls.
Were they all your age, or were they adults too?
All my age. In the sleeping quarters, all my age. 6
girls?
Yeah.
6 prepubescent girls?
Yeah. Who all had the same shit I did, which is just,
Really?
Yeah, I felt like everything was relative in there. People.
But they weren't really had the same thing. There weren't 5 other stars.
That's where I learned they did. We were all in the same boat. We were all young. We had trauma and torture in our families. We were already using to avoid the feelings of life. And we had all questioned whether we wanted to be on the earth. Those are the things we had in common. And somehow we fucked up so bad we ended up in here. And all of that other shit didn't play into it.
But the other 5, those feelings didn't come from something in show business, right? Or did they?
No, they weren't.
So you were the only show business one.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same.
And around those parts, it was cool. It was like everybody's got fucking problems. And it wasn't like rude or angry. It was just a fact. So it was very.
But you didn't feel like you really needed to be in the nut house, right? They put you there.
Yeah.
You would rather have dealt with it on the outside.
No, I didn't. I was so grateful.
Oh, really?
In a weird way.
Like I say, you liked being there. You were glad they put you there.
No, for the first 6 months, I threw riots every day. I was like a Wendy O. Williams movie, because of course that's who I'm picturing. Fucking reform school.
She's not nuts at all. That's a scam. My boy Harvey Levin proved that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't really know her beyond her movies.
Well, I can.
But that was
Wendy Williams?
Wendy O. Williams.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm going reform school girls. I'm going old school.
I thought you meant Wendy Williams.
No. Wendy O. Williams, the blonde who was all about mayhem and fuck you and looked amazing doing it and was wild.
Okay, yeah.
And
vaguely, I remember this now.
Yeah, you know who Wendy O. Williams is. It's like Corman movie days, And that's how I was picturing. I was channeling her every day in there. I was like, fuck this place. I hate it. Get me the fuck out of here.
So there's no truth to the rumor that you institutionalized the other Wendy Williams so that you could beat her in the ratings.
That wasn't really.
Just kidding.
I'm so gullible. I was like, wait, what?
I said it so.
Earnestly.
The importance of being earnest.
The importance of being earnest.
Yeah, that's a question, because as you can see, I'm a really great talk show host who prepares great questions. No, but like, do you like all your? I mean, you've done a million movies, a lot of hits, but they're pretty light. You know, the romantic comedies.
Yeah, I didn't want to do dark shit.
What about now? Like, do you think there's like? I feel like you could, like, do a really heavy role now, and it would blow people's minds.
Okay, you know what else comes without the fear? The feeling of having to prove something to myself. And if I end up going back there, I'll be so thrilled, because I do love like getting to do films. I really do. But like, I did this film called Grey Gardens, and what I put myself through to like prove to myself that I could be a serious actress or do drama.
A lot.
I don't know the next time I'll be running to do that. It'll probably be like when my kids are out of the nest, and I don't even know. And I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what the fuck I should do. And I'm so relieved, and that doesn't scare me. And I feel no fear. I feel like I just want to put one foot in front of the other. And I've never felt this way. So this is what's happened in the last year, where I'm like, I feel so unhingedly liberated from the fear of feeling like I've got to prove something to myself, or that I'll get in trouble. These two things that have really been by my side or inside of me my whole life. I've never known life without those things. And my first taste and bite of the apple is it's the most delicious thing I've ever known.
50's great. It is.
And 49 was where the work happened.
Yeah.
And all leading up to that. But
well, again, I don't want to do the work, but I get it. But I definitely don't want to go to it.
What else can we say it? Because you're
definitely
right, it's
don't
so
want...
fucking annoying.
What is?
The work. It is.
It's not annoying.
It's like,
it's just comedically rich, I feel. That's
a good term. Comedically rich is the nicest way of saying, I think that should be our code word from now on. When someone is just, something or someone is so fucking asinine, and it just is like, come on! May it be comedically rich.
Well, you did the work on that one. You stuck your foot in that joke.
I think we built up to it, and it just is the payoff of a lifetime. Comedically rich.
You're talking to somebody who never really understood psychiatry or like really put a lot into it, and I know it has helped a lot of people. But the idea that I could talk to somebody and like to try to figure me out, and that he would know more about this subject than I do. Only one person lived my life. Like however much I was talking to this guy, he just does not have privy to so much information that is in my head. So I just feel like it's ridiculous to talk to this guy. Talk to this guy. He knows where all the bodies are buried. He knows the truth. He knows the truth about everything that happened. Because don't tell me people don't lie to their psychiatrists, or maybe they don't even know they're lying.
Did you have a time in your life where, like, you didn't think you were the person who had the answers?
Of course. Like up until, I wasn't successful really, as we would define it in my end of the business, until late 30s. I finally got my own TV show, but it was on a small network. It did get a lot of press, and yeah, I felt like, okay, this is as Bernie Brillstein once said to me, my old manager, I'm sure you know him.
Yeah, of course, Bernie.
Like, you're walking into stardom at just the right time. Walking into stardom, I loved it. Because I was like 36 or something when I got that show. But like many of us started out kind of like real strong, and then there's a period, did a lot of sitcoms, and, you're on your way, and then there's a dip. And there
It
was
can't stay up all the time. It's gotta come down.
That's what she said. Good night, everybody.
Exactly.
Remember, the June Taylor Dancers will be here next week with Pete Barbuti.
And Glenn Miller's tribute band.